tonight on BBC4.
That's the one.
Doesn't really come out much, the Crimson. But it's quite a nice wash.
I do like Carabao Crimson. It's a very useful color.
Oh, I need to know.
Ugh, God. So this is me. You know, yesterday I was painting my stern guard for the doubles tourney.
Yeah.
This is. Oh God. So in less than a month, just over a month actually. Sorry, 7th of June, painting competition down south. And
Sorry, my brain did a weird thing. I was like, "Why are you in Ireland?"
So I got a painting competition on the 7th of June, but on the 1st of June I've got the doubles tournament with Luke. So obviously,
Yes.
I basically have to do the best painting I've ever done for one single mini, but I also need to make sure I've got my 1,000-point list fully painted so that we get the points.
Oh boy!
And so that it can be entered as entered to maybe win, you know, like, because if you have the best painted army on the day, there's like an award for that. Not likely, but you know, I might as well. So
Yeah, 100% of the shots you don't take.
so I got so much to do. Oh God! And then Element have a painting competition in August that I'll be doing something for, and the 2,000-point solo tournament that I've entered. So safe to say, over the next month, and then the month after that, I have got so much to actually get through. It's crazy. So I just figured I'm going to do something that I'm familiar with, because I wanted to do my Hospitalia
Yes.
because I've got this for Kelly. I'm going to paint this up for Kelly. It's been ages in the making. I feel really bad because she should have had this, like, I should have been working on this like a year ago, I think. But then I was looking at it, and I was looking at the time frame, and I'm like, there is no way in hell that I'm going to paint that to a good enough standard in less than a month. So we're just going to do a good old Space Marine. Jake, how are we, my love? It's good to see you. Hope you are well. And it's funny because the last painting competition I did, I submitted Ezekiel.
Ooh.
And I'm once again painting a librarian. So, for better or worse, if this guy doesn't look better than Ezekiel, things have gone badly wrong. What got revealed yesterday? No, I'm afraid I missed that. What got revealed?
Where the fuck did I get this? Oh.
I am well, thanks, Jake. I'm very well. Gears of War Reloaded. Oh, yes, I did see that. It's very cool. I'm sure there are a few as excited as you are.
Oh yeah, Luke was talking about that fucking Gears remaster yesterday.
That'd be cool. I enjoyed Gears.
Uninvited, of course. He just volunteered the information.
The very Luke way.
I played a bit of Gears. I think Gears 2.
I played a bunch of Gears 2, yeah.
Played through that with a friend, and that was like all the Gears of War gameplay I've ever had.
I really liked Gears 2, but I didn't really play much story. I played like all the multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
Me and Jay, hell yeah. I saw Jay on F's stream
my
yesterday.
favourite thing
Such a funny guy.
To come out of Gears was the fact that the guy who plays Jake the dog in Adventure Time is the guy who voice acts Marcus.
No way.
And it's very interesting. There's a great video of Marcus just having a fucking like screaming match in one of the games, and then it cuts to fucking Jake singing bacon pancakes.
I had no idea. That's so good.
And it's just like mood.
I love finding out stuff like that. Like voice actors who do complete you would never guess. Because obviously there's some voice actors you hear them and you're like, oh, that's oh my god, I know him. What's he from?
They have the one voice.
Yeah. The one voice
like,
and the one tone.
Yeah. I feel like the only person I can think of that has like just one voice and is basically their own voice is your fella who plays Bob in Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's literally it's the same voice in Archer as well.
I'm really bad for it when I'm watching movies. Like I'll hear a voice that I recognize from a different film. Like if it's animated, I'll hear the voice and I'm just like, oh my god, who is that? I gotta figure it out. And yeah, I end up missing things because I'm trying to figure it out. And then eventually, if I don't get it, Google.
Yeah, I had that recently. I watched Freyren.
Oh yeah.
But I watched it English dub.
Cringe. Just kidding. It's fine.
Suck my dick. I tried it. I'd seen a couple of clips of it and was like, "Oh, this seems kind of good," and then watched it and like I just couldn't vibe with the Japanese voices.
Okay, that's interesting.
So watched it and then I was like, the woman playing Freyren has like a really recognizable voice, and I looked at her. She must sound like someone else because I couldn't recognize anything she'd been in. And it's been like haunting me forever.
It's one of my favorite things. If we're watching something, if I'm able to get Erin, oh my, it makes me so happy. I'll be like, oh my god, I know this guy. You know who this is? And she's like, who? And rather than like say, oh, it's the guy that plays this person, I'll try and do an impression of like a famous line. So I can't remember what we were watching, but I recognized this voice and I was like, oh my god, no way, no way, no way. Googled it just to double check. I was like, Erin, guess who this is? She's like, who? And I went, I'll sacrifice 1,000 children before I let this company die. It was the guy that played James, that played, what's his name? The big spider boss in
the CEO
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Yeah. It was him, and I was just like, no way.
What a time. What one absolute moment to be on this earth.
It was wonderful. Also, I just got so I was just at Element because me and Toby are playing this weekend. Obviously, I was seeing if there was a table free. And bumped into Waternoose. That's it. Thank you, Jake. Henry Waternoose, isn't it? Yeah, I bumped into my tattoo artist because he's there today.
Oh, nice.
And he was like, "Yeah, I need to practice for this tournament." I was like, "What tournament?" It's like the doubles tournament on the 1st of June. I'm just like, shit, Luke. Luke, we know someone else who's gonna kick our asses.
That's very funny.
You know what? Let's try and put this on manual focus. If I can hold this well, it's going to look way better. It's going to be harder for me, but it's going to look way better. Apply. There we go. If I hold this in roughly the same spot.
Bit shit, but...
Oh,
just muttering to myself.
The Ryan way.
Like the little gremlin that I am. Yeah, there was a load of other stuff I wanted to do today, and I just sat here painting all day.
King shit.
And you know what?
I guess you didn't want to do that other stuff as much as you wanted to paint.
No, well, I mean, I still kind of do, but maybe I'm just being lazy. And now I've started doing something, it's like easier to just keep doing it.
Yeah, it's true.
But, I mean, one of the things is I need to go and buy food because I need that to survive for some reason.
Yeah, I gotta do that later as well.
It's like, ugh, cringe. Why do I have to eat? Why can't I just drink bottles of Huel every day?
Hey, Bunky, how we doing, man? Good to see you.
Oh, excuse me.
It's been such a long time since I actually painted something where, like, I prime it black and then take the actual careful time to fill in each color. Normally, I just prime it black and then just take the primary, like, if it's a Dark Angel, I'll just paint the entire fucking thing green and then add colors to it bit by bit.
Yeah.
So this is quite different already.
He's doing it weird.
Taking a break from painting while I wait for paint. Nice. What paint is arriving? Can I re-angle this a bit and turn it up? Some extra light. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? I think my face might look washed out, but who cares? Model looks better. Okay, so I've got backpack, arms, hood. That's it for the blue. Let's get it all colored in. What paints are you waiting on, Bunky?
I mean, at the rate I'm going, I could actually have these 5 Infernus finished today.
Color shift. Ah, nice. For the wings.
Because, like, two of them are ready for dry brushing.
Uh-huh.
The third one I'm on, yeah, they all just need, like, it's just touching up all the base colors, really. And then
Excellent news.
the washing with these guys is quite easy because you just oil all the armor. A wee bit of. I'm trying. I didn't do it on the eradicators. I might go back. But I'm right-clinding the wings on the chests just to see how it does, and then I'm gonna try a bit with. Oh, what the fuck is that paint called? That other gold one.
Auric.
Yes.
Liberator, Auric, Gehenna.
It's the Auric armor gold.
Auric armor gold, cool.
Gonna try. Ah, son of a bitch!
You okay?
Well, he's not on his base anymore.
For the bodies, I want them to look a bit like... Oh, that would be cool.
To be fair, one of his feet had already come off and I should have glued it, but...
That would be really cool.
He survived the fall.
Unlike the Elder. Ugh. I'm going to be trying non-metallic metal.
Ooh.
I feel like it's going to be rough.
I guess I should glue these two back onto their bases. Where's my...
Wonder if Luke ever got round to that giant gribble. He's literally... We were talking to him last night, Bunky, and he literally said, I need to get on with that Haruspex that Bunky sent me. He's really enjoying his Empress Children right now, but he is conscious that he's got that to do. He feels like he owes you.
Oh, might have had a cheeky thought.
Oh yeah.
I'm wondering if I can get these guys finished in like this session.
Uh-huh.
Do I build something tonight instead of painting?
Ooh, like a tank potentially.
I was thinking either tank or stone guard, because the stone guard's only 5 and it's the push to fit one, so it would be quite quick.
Yes, it should be.
And I could also get the bases underway, because then I can let the
Doesn't owe me anything. Yeah.
line earth.
Yeah, I
crack
said that
overnight.
to him.
Ooh.
I have the feeling he would be distracted. It's very him.
Because I'm going to need
very,
some
very
fucking
him.
more iron earth if I want to do the tank, because I do not have enough.
Big old base in it.
It is a very big base. Although I could probably get away with doing a thin layer like immediately under the tank, because no one's going to see under there.
Mm.
So like mostly just do around the edges. I have to see. I don't know how high up they actually sit off the base.
It's about, I'd say 12 mil.
Oh, it's
Like
quite
a little
close.
bit over a centimetre off the base.
Oh,
Not,
it's quite
yeah,
close.
definitely not much bigger than that.
Is it there?
If I'd known I was going to do this guy as a competition piece, I would have sub-assembled him. But it is too late for that. I was so close to painting my librarian in Dark Angels Green. Because I've seen someone who has done one recently, and it looked so good the way they'd done it and the colours they'd chosen. And I was like, oh, do I? But I can't bring myself to go against the against the law.
He's a Codex boy.
Also, what I love about librarians, chaplains, and apothecaries is that pop of different color just in the army somewhere.
I feel like librarians are the ones I would most be like. I'd probably still do them green purely because like it'd be the only model in my army with robes, so that's kind of where the pop is. But like apothecaries, just be if you can get a really nice white, it's just so good.
Yeah.
And then you take a dry brush with a bad and black and just fucking cover the thing. You're just like, yes, it's soot. I've ruined it.
I did build my apothecary yesterday. Check this boy.
Did I build mine? I don't know. I think I might have started mine. Oh, look at him.
The Blood Angel's pose is so much nicer, so I just scraped off every single blood drop.
Yeah.
Chopped out the goblet that he has on his hip. Gave him a Dark Angel's shoulder and head. Easy.
Where did you get that?
Easy.
Where'd you get the Blood Angels one from?
Just bought it at Element a little while back.
Oh, fair. I think I've still only got the bogey one by Belogius.
The Belogus. The Baloney. The Apothecary Baloney.
The Apothecary Belushi.
Belushi.
Belushes. Fuck, I didn't mention that once whenever I was with Al. I'll message him right now.
I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
No context, Belushes.
Just take out his phone, look at it. Yes. Put it away.
I couldn't agree more. Oh, don't tell me my super glue's shit the bed.
I have to keep snipping the nozzle of my super glue shorter and shorter because it keeps crusting over.
Okay, it just needed some agitation. Everything is okay.
Good. I also need some agitation from time to time.
Oh, it's not too bad actually. Here are my snips.
So I think normally this shoulder is blue. Hang on, I need to... Oh, I don't know, because the example model is going to be a ultramarine, isn't it? So it'd be blue either way. Shit.
True, but you should be able to tell if it's gonna be like a, what is it, Phobos Apothecary?
So no, it's a standard librarian. So obviously, oh, hang on. I'm just looking at pictures. I'm looking for an example.
It's not the Terminator one, is it?
No. So my question is, obviously, okay, Bunky's come in with the answer I thought it was. Only one blue shoulder is the chapter one. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense because I've seen Salamander Apothecaries and they have like the black shoulder pad with the white
Yeah.
drake on it.
I didn't know if it was both or just the one. I thought it was the one.
Yeah, because it's just the left shoulder because the right one's
Yeah.
like the office, isn't it?
But in all of the example photos, like that one shoulder I was looking for was just like obscured or like at the back of the model.
Oh no.
So I couldn't figure it out.
Toby's here.
King. How we doing, man? There's apparently it's a Age of Sigmar tournament on at the weekend at Element. That's why we can't book a table.
Age of Sigma.
Age of Sigma.
Age of Sogma.
Age of Sigma balls. Not too bad. Good. Good.
Sogmatic. But please let us book a table.
Darn Sigmas. Literally. Bastards. Missed this bit. Okay.
Ugh. Okay. Marines have been rebased.
Wahoo. Ugh, I'm gonna do this guy's cloak in the same colour I was painting my Stern Guard last night, and I'm not happy about it. Where's the example piece? There he is.
He just wants to paint different colours.
I think that'll be real nice. I don't know. I think it'll look nice in green, but I think it'll just look a bit different in the burgundy, and I can put green elsewhere on him.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
I actually really need to get one of those handle things that you have.
They're so incredibly helpful. There's way better ones than this one as well.
Mm. Cork? Yeah. I know cork's an option, but I don't have one.
See, hearing cork, I also was just like, wait, thinking about the place.
Nobody goes to Cork. That's a lie, everyone goes to Cork, but it's blooming miles away.
No one where you are goes to Cork.
I mean, people here do go to Cork. Decent holiday. Like, it would be classic holiday destination without leaving the island kind of place.
Gotcha.
But also the accents down there are wild.
I wouldn't know the difference most of the time, I think.
Oh, you'd be able to tell, because you can understand people from Dublin, but you'd be like, oh, they're very clearly Irish, whereas you wouldn't be able to understand people from Cork. It's just
Okay.
fucking, it's the Wild West down there.
It's like, that's how I feel about Newcastle. Like, when I've been to Newcastle, younger people and like middle-aged people, I can understand what they're saying, and they're very clearly Geordie. But there's like, you walk along the promenade and there are old couples sitting on benches or walking past you, and they're so Geordie that it hurts, and you cannot tell what the fuck they're saying, man. Sounds like a different language.
The Irish version of Devon. Devon's south coast, isn't it?
Yeah, Devon's down south, like just before Cornwall.
Never really been that way.
Can't say I remember the last time I was down there. Would have been as a kid. But we've got a friend who lives down there on a campsite, so we're probably going to visit this summer.
Oh, very nice.
Devon and Cornwall are the best. Cornwall, they're very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, that's nice and solid along the chest. Let's do the upper chest.
Oh, my wet palette's becoming very, very busy right now.
I opened mine yesterday, and all of the colours I'd already had on it had just like gotten super thin and run everywhere.
Yeah.
Worst thing. Can't decide what I think about that new Imperial Knight either. That's been bugging me.
I just want to know the rules for like it sheltering other units.
Yeah.
Me and Luke were talking about the possibilities yesterday. Because if it's got void shields over ion shields, I'd have thought it gets up to like a 4+ invul. And then we were discussing like it might just be like a certain number of units within a range of it. I thought would have been the best way to balance it.
Yeah. I want to know if it's gonna work on allies or just friendly like armager units.
That's what we were thinking, whether or not it's like knight units or just Imperium in general. Which would be quite cool.
Yeah. I want to know what those guns do too. Very, very interested to see what those guns do. You think it shouldn't have good guns and powerful defense? Toby's unsure.
I suppose, but it could just be one of these units where it's like its best bet is to just sit somewhere and shoot.
Yeah, it looks to me like a long range. Like it holds a position and isn't very good at moving up.
Yeah, so it's probably got limited movement. I would imagine the guns are probably like low number of shots, high power.
The conversion beamer definitely will be a low number of shots, and the plasma
Yeah.
thing I think will be a reasonable blast size.
Yeah.
But also, if the conversion beamer works the same way as they do on Contemptor Dreadnoughts, it does more damage the further away the enemy is.
Oh, okay, so it makes sense to fucking charge it.
It makes sense for it to not charge up the table. It makes sense for it to sit back and kind of not actually help secure objectives. And you can mitigate the anti-tank it has by moving closer towards the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine it's low mobility at the very least. Stick it on home objective and it shields a unit or something.
Yeah, I suspect that might be the case. Which makes it probably not actually the best in terms of allying.
No. But then I suppose it's that thing of maybe, unless it's just protecting friendly knight units and the range on it's not too bad.
Baneblade Syndrome. Did see a good chunk of knights at the basically Clumsy Orc are running a tournament at Element today. It's like a more casual one-day tourney. I did see someone with a full knight army. It looked glorious.
Jesus. It's a good look, but also damn.
Also, apparently, someone lost their first game and stormed out.
Oh, wow.
They just packed up all their stuff and left. Wow. Crazy behavior.
Rage quitting.
Casual tournament. And they're in this chat right now.
That is kind of crazy, like
absolutely mental behavior. Come on. I did really like. I told you already, but chat. There was the first game I saw. I could see green, I could see bone, I could see black. I was like, Dark Angels went over there. Could see they had Azrael, could see they had Deathwing Knights in the middle, and I was like, this is so cool. Where's the opponent? Walked around to the other side of the table. It's like, wait, where's the opponent? Then I saw another Azrael and realized it was Dark Angels on Dark Angels. And their lists were like 80% of their lists were exactly the same.
That's brilliant.
So they both had Azrael. They had Deathwing Knights duking it out on the center objective. They both had very similarly painted bikes, like hovering around. The main difference was that one of them was packing Outriders and the other had Blackwing Knights. I've also just been steadily listening through more of Ravena Rogue, and it is getting more and more alarming for me as the listener.
I can barely remember what happens in any of those books.
Fair enough.
So long ago.
Speaking of nights, I could send you a Christmas present if you want now. My Christmas present. Did we talk about this? Do you not want them? Never say. Don't think I can ever say no. But yeah, there's no mate. It's big chill if you want to keep anything. I'm not short of models that need work on. It's the night I painted in Dark Angels with you. Oh my god! Bro, did we?
It was only half one.
Did we talk about that? What? That feels like a total. I feel blindsided. That feels like a surprise. Is that a surprise, or did we chat about it? What? Put it in. Oh man. I'll have to articulate that thought later. My brain is not working well enough for me. Mentioned a Christmas present. And that's what it is, you nutter. You absolute nutter. That's insanely kind. That's mental. That's a huge Christmas present. Are you sure you wouldn't want it? I'd love to put it in a battle report, but like, are you sure you don't want it? Okay. 2 layers of base blue down. Only a tad late. Mate, you like it's incredibly sweet. Right, do I start on the armor immediately or block more colours?
More colours.
More colours would be easier, but I don't know. If you're happy with it taking up space on your shelf, absolutely. Absolutely. I'd be thrilled. I'd be thrilled. I'm a block colours first. Okay.
I'm with Toby on that.
All right, I can block color. I got all the blue. You can see all the blues I got out. But yeah, to be fair, I don't know if my brain can comprehend I don't know if my brain can comprehend trying to make sense of non-metallic blue armor before I've got everything else slapped on there. So we can do some other colors first. Gonna go Caliban green. I'm gonna need Mephiston red. What else? What other block basic colors do we need? I need Rhine Oxide. I know that that's sitting around somewhere. Is that there? No, that's Dune Bull, so I'll need that later. This is distressing, isn't it, everybody? I know, I'm sorry. What's the Simpsons bit where he's like, please don't tell people how I live?
Oh, is that when?
I think it's Kirk.
Is it Kurt in the race car bed?
It's not the race. I think it's either just before the race car bed when he first comes into Kirk's flat,
Yeah.
or it's a different time where someone visits his flat separately. Did I throw the Galvor back in here? I did. You awful, awful colour.
I'm currently listening to the sweet soundtrack of someone's clearly trying to fix their car and it won't start.
Great.
I just off in
It
the
would suck
distance,
if you
I can just
block
hear
all
this
over
car
your
just
finished.
constantly
Yeah,
turning
true.
over.
Sounds like a wonderful time. Your boys cracked 4 colours out to do some blocking with. 2 of them are stunning, beautiful coverage. 2 of them are fucking dog shit.
What good? What have you got there? I see a Mephiston red.
Yeah, Caliban green.
What? Oh, I don't know what these are. That's hold on.
Galvorbeck and Zandri Dust.
What was the green?
Caliban.
Not one I use.
To be fair, the Zandri is going on better than the Galvorbeck, which is a big surprise. Yeah, you boys were right about this, actually. And like I said earlier, I should have sub-assembled this, but I didn't know when I was building this boy that he was going to be a competition piece, so never mind. We just work with what we got, you know?
Here's a question. What the fuck did I highlight my Karaberg with?
Yeah.
I
Don't
can't
normally have
remember.
any issue. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's
Also,
just
my brain keeps wanting to say Camembert.
Camembert Crimson. It's obviously just far better if you're not putting it straight onto black.
There's a new range of paints and they're all named after cheeses.
We've got Wensleydale White.
Imperial Fists Cheddar.
I was gonna say cheddar would be there'd be natural cheddar, coloured cheddar. Ooh, Red Leicester, Gouda Green. Oh man.
Yeah, Red Leicester just works on its own.
Red Leicester is brilliant. We will let that dry before we do a second pass. And in the meantime, let's get back to Galvorbeck Red. Ugly bloody colour. It's not ugly. I don't know why I said ugly and then didn't think about it. It's a great colour. It goes on so badly.
It would be funny if it got to the point where everyone just knew the shorthand, so you would just like ask what colours are, and people would just give you a name of a cheese, not even what the colour full name is.
Yeah, true.
Oh, excuse me. Fuck.
You okay?
Yeah. Big old burp just came out. Probably gonna get something to drink soon. I haven't actually had anything to drink today. I wonder if that's why my head hurts.
Get some water, Ryan. Please get water.
I'm a silly boy.
It's a nice color, just a terrible paint. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. I just did a really bad job of it. I'm not going to do too close to those edges because I know I'm going to get paint on them.
Well, still trying with the car.
They'll get there one day. Maybe.
Doesn't sound like it's going to be today.
I like the idea that if your life was a sitcom, every episode where you left the house, it would show you going past them struggling with their car.
Oh, yeah.
And it just never gets fixed.
It's just perpetually broken.
There'd be one episode where, like, they turn the key, it finally ignites properly, they celebrate, and then it...
Like one of the tyres goes flat or something, they have to turn the engine off and it never starts again.
Yeah, this colour fucking... Damn. Damn, it really goes on like shit, but it really looks so good. Then Ryan buys a different coloured cheese. Ryan, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Finishing getting some orange on to some flames before I go and get a drink.
Okay, good.
I've been informed that is apparently something I should do. God, that all sucks. Why not?
You just sang like perfectly in tune with the music I've got on for a second.
Oh, nice. What are you listening to?
We're currently on Jake Bug because it's on shuffle.
Souffle.
Bit of souffle.
Oh. Oh, right. To the kitchen.
Good.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you in a sec. I need to stop calling my friends good boys. It's becoming a habit. It's becoming a habit, and I'm sure no one minds, but I should try and stop. Better than bad boy. I don't know. Guess it depends on the context quite heavily, huh? It depends whether or not they have been a bad boy. You trying to tell me something, Bunky? Are you perhaps a bad boy? Funny though, isn't it? Good fun. It's all fun and games. Come on, you terrible consistency paint. Get on my brush. Oh! How on earth did I just do that and I didn't get any paint on my hands or the model? That's wild.
hello.
The Dark Lord. He's back.
The Dark Lord has come looking for snacks.
Dark Lord Hungy. Somehow Ryan has returned.
I only went to the kitchen.
It really is the
Well,
worst the worst line of dialogue in cinema history, isn't it?
I mean, I did almost fall down the stairs, but...
Everyone knows the dark side has cookies. It's true. Common knowledge. Common knowledge from the ancient texts.
Yeah. Everyone knows the dark side has cuckoos. That's an excellent spelling mistake.
They might have cuckoos. Dunno.
I had a cuckoo this morning.
Damn. I did not have cuckoos. But I did go to Tim Hortons for breakfast.
We Tautons.
So I had Timbits instead.
I do like the Timbits, the coffee's so terrible.
Just love their breakfast wrap, man. Their drinks are all a little bit strange, to be honest, but the breakfast wrap makes McDonald's look like absolute garbage.
I think McDonald's is absolute garbage most of the time.
Yeah, but it's got a way of hooking into you and you wanting more of it. Typing while playing games. Okay, sorry. Wouldn't have been a bad line if it had explained.
I'm actually surprised how well I'm doing. Not craving KFC right now.
Oh, I haven't had a KFC for a while.
I haven't, but I'm just doing very well at not having one, so I just remember what... I just have to think about what the last one did to me.
What it did to your bowels.
What I ended up doing to that cubicle. It was a bad night.
Mackey's and KFC taken, yeah. Mackey's especially. I will say though, you living directly opposite KFC in final year.
Oh, that was... I did not take enough advantage of that.
Oh, fair enough. I was going to say, you'll probably
wasn't
never have a year where you consume and struggle with KFC as much.
To be fair, I mean, I wasn't really in my KFC phase then.
Okay.
Whereas, there is one... Oh, it'd be like probably a 5-minute walk, but you could do it in 30 seconds on a bike, away from the front door.
Damn, okay.
So it's like, it's not quite look out your window and see it, but it's far
Just around the corner.
far from inaccessible. One thing that does put me off, which I guess is good because it stops me going there, is that the McDonald's beside it is normally full of hardened criminals.
Oh,
So
cool.
not actually, it's just we fucking chavs and whatnot, but they're always fucking kicking off in there.
Sounds
So,
like
I
jazz.
just stay away from the whole area. And I'm alive for it.
Popeyes? No, we got Popeyes. Me and Erin got Popeyes, and I honestly I don't rate it. Like, it was fine, but like people have been raving about Popeyes since it landed in the UK, and it just wasn't very good.
The one in Belfast, they put it in one of the worst spots possible. Is in like a shopping centre over other side of the city from me, and like that place was already bad enough for traffic on a weekend, and then Popeyes just made it impossible to fucking go anywhere.
That
Like
is
it like
horrendous.
it backed up the dual carriageway next to the shopping centre. Just this fucking chicken place, and it's like I've had it a couple of times, and I'm like, I mean, I would argue it's not. It tastes nicer than or it feels nicer than KFC at least. But I'm like, it's still fried chicken, and I wouldn't say it's the most overly flavored chicken either.
Mm.
Tasted a bit bland.
It's got an incredibly delightful, like, crispy crunch to it.
It does have that.
But
I kind of
don't think
want
the
to try one
flavor's
of the
as good.
burgers because I've only ever gone and had like the wee boxes of chicken.
Oh, see, we had burgers, and Erin was like smitten with it,
Ooh,
but I just did not relate. Didn't think it was that good.
not greasy enough.
Got the first Wendy's. Damn, son. Way to make me hungry. Where we are now, everything is a
Wendy's.
bit
There's Wendy's
less.
in the UK. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
there's one or two. But yeah, where we are now, it's much harder for me to just go to KFC, Tim Hortons, or Little Bakery. So
I suppose that's good.
losing weight has been easier already.
Mm. Oh, fucking! I saw a photo of Jason the other day for like the photo. It was one of his acoustic gigs that he was doing. He's doing really. He's looking really good.
Yeah, he's looking trim as hell right now.
Fucking.
I mean, even I see him fairly regularly. And the other day when we went to his acoustic gig, I was like, Jesus, you're looking fucking snatched, boy.
He is. He's a fit as a wee fiddle right now.
Five Guys is the best burgers around there. That's a shame for you. Five Guys, right? I'll always say this: Five Guys burgers are good. Like they are good.
Not worth the small mortgage you have to
No, they are so overcosted. It is insane.
pay.
Absolutely insane.
Me and Nathan, we got into Cardiff a couple of hours before Alf the other week. And we were just wandering around for food, and we found a Five Guys. We're like, I haven't had this in ages. Just going.
Did
and
you
we
walk
ordered
out?
whatnot, and it was expensive, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And then we were sat there, and we were just sort of looking at the menu and the fucking calorie counts for the burgers. It's like, it's fucking mental. That like we got a bacon cheeseburger each. I think it must have been around 1,100 each calories
Jesus.
in like a burger, and then like
And it's
the
not even
small-
that big of a burger.
No. And this is the thing, like they are very good burgers, I will agree. But like, nah, I could like, that's half my weekly shop was that bill. It's all that price. Yeah, but you guys get paid down there. I got offered a fucking job the other day, and my payment was exposure.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed so hard in that fucker's face. And then said no.
It's all that
My phone
price.
keep buzzing.
It's the It's our little group chat.
Oh dear. Time makes more sense as one longer weekend. Oh, is it a bank holiday?
I don't know. I don't know when bank holidays are. Talking to the wrong person.
Neither do I.
The
'Cause
20, the 26th is spring bank holiday.
Oh, okay. So Luke will be off on the Monday, and okay, so he's saying off on the 27th means he gets a long weekend.
Yes.
Which I don't mind. Well, my flight's kind of early.
How
Um,
early?
Possibly the earliest.
Okay, what, like 6?
Oh, let's have a look.
Or earlier than 6, even.
Oh, it's not earlier than 6. Because I think I'm getting to the airport for like 5. I will land in Manchester at 8 in the morning.
Okay, I mean, to be fair, picking you up at that time, we could get to Element, like... We could get to Element at, like, half... Oh, I don't know. I guess it depends how long it takes you to get through.
You think can I come off the plane and we just go straight there?
See, I didn't want to do that to you, but if Luke wants...
I mean, what the fuck
that
else am I going to
day.
be doing?
Well, we were gonna have like hobby time on day 1 to just like unwind and take it easy and do last minute prep.
I don't mind. We can unwind to other days if Luke's going to be a wee bitch about it.
I don't think he is being. Hang on.
Has he not bought Fulgrim yet?
No, he's only got the the launch box, the army box.
I thought he got both.
No.
Oh. I knew he was getting the box. I thought he'd ordered a Fulgrim.
I mean, Fulgrim only came out on Saturday, I think.
Was it not pre-orders a while ago?
Wait, hang on. He's only been in store in Element for like. Yeah, he's not been in store long, so I'm not sure.
See, Toby's doing it right. He's just booking both days.
King.
Oh my god, I have so much fucking leave left to use. I put in the leave request. I still have 29.5 days to use for the rest of the year.
Jeez. When does it refresh? Like, actually, 1st of Jan?
Calendar year, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my contract says I'm only allowed to carry 5 from the previous year. I carried 14. Because I didn't really use my leave last year because I'm a bit of an idiot. And I'm bad at taking time off. But yeah, so I had like 36 days or something. And then whenever if I book time off and it covers like weekends, my boss generally won't take it out of like my pool because his view is if the office people can just have weekends off, well then why should our weekends count towards our leave? Because he's a fucking swell guy.
What a legend.
He's
rational behavior. That's so wild.
I know.
2 week orders
he's
now.
He's very good at his job, both as a technician and a manager. So I thank him for it. But it means that I've taken loads of like breaks that have coincided with weekends so far, and so I've just not been spending any of my actual leave. So I'm gonna get to fucking like, because once it hits like November, if I'm still there, I kind of can't take leave because of all Christmas shit.
Yeah, of course.
So if I haven't spent it by then, I just like don't really get the chance.
So what you're saying is you're just gonna have to take a lot more trips over here.
I know, it sounds awful, doesn't it? Awful, or did I just... sorry, I meant to say insane.
Yeah, Erin's got like no leave days left, and hers refreshes in July, I think. Maybe June.
July's a weird one.
Yeah, it's strange.
Because I know some places will do like the tax year.
Yeah, and
others will do calendar year, but July's just odd.
It was very annoying when I worked there because it was like because we were staff, but we were working like whatever the hours just depended. Like I
Yeah.
worked the hours that I work now, but as staff. So like
Mm.
sometimes I would just not be in the building for ages. But if I
Yeah.
needed the time off, I still had to book it, and then like I'd have to book the time off because if something comes in, they'd put me on it. But then something might not come in, and I've wasted the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would have been off anyway if I hadn't booked the holiday time.
Yeah. See, that's why I'm kind of bad at taking leave. Is that like I feel like I get decent breaks between stuff. Like, because we're only contracted for 37.5 hours a week. Like, we stick to that fairly rigidly now because there's 4 of us. So, like, I'll get like weeks where it's a bit heavy, and then the week after I'll have like 3-4 days off in a row, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why do I need to use leave?
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
And then he gets to 3/4 of the way through the year, and my boss comes to me and is like, "You have 3 weeks of annual leave left. What the fuck have you been doing?"
You see, sir.
I'm just like, "I'm sorry, boss."
One of these days I'm going to have to tape my spine together long enough to travel to actually play a game. Oh my god.
Use dance floor tape. It's really good.
It's time
expensive as fuck, though.
it's time to start raising funds for like a 5 liter bottle of Gorilla Glue.
Oh my god, Flex Seal.
That's a lot of damage. Just clap Bunky on the back so hard he just hits the
Snaps
deck.
him. No, you just make him like a big mold that he like exists in, and then pour it full of Flex Seal, let it set, and then he's just like rigid for the rest of his life.
Jesus. How would he stand up and sit down?
Oh, like the mold only comes to up, like it stops like at his hips, so it's like hips to like just under his arms.
Okay.
So then you've got like full freedom of movement, and
God.
hey, you might even get to meet Phil Swift for doing that.
Is that the
I
Flex
can
Seal guy?
Yeah, I can think of nothing more that I want in life.
Have you seen the chat? Sorry, I just said like as a joke. Oh, two days of games then, and the boys are both just like, yeah. so I guess you're getting off the plane. We'll come back to mine. We'll go out for a nice coffee and chill or something, and then
it's just
mosey
game.
up to Element.
Then it's time to lock in.
Oh Christ, he's dead, isn't he? Is he? Is Phil Swift dead?
Phil Swift died? No, I'd hear it. I don't know.
I didn't even know his name until just now.
Well, no, he's not dead. I also didn't know. I didn't know he was the CEO of Flex Seal.
That makes sense. He does give big Vince McMahon vibes.
He does. I just thought he was the spokesperson, like the thing for it, but no. No, he's still alive.
No, but Toby, you already said that you have the 27th and 28th off. So are you doing anything on the 27th, or were you just booking that one off because you could, and now actually it turns out?
I mean, to be honest, I don't mind. Coming off the plane, I will probably need to eat something, but other than that, like...
Yeah, we'll go somewhere.
Yeah. I can play games as and when. I have several weeks to work out how I'm transporting everything, so there will be some sort of a system that I can just rock up and unpack everything.
Toby, you're just dancing around my question now. Are you committing to 2 games at Element, or are you going to have a day actually off and then see us on the 28th? Okay, there we go.
What a guy. What a certified guy. Monday is a bank holiday. Like, just, yeah, spend... Oh, that means I might have the Monday off as well. Ooh. This could be good. So that could be more time to prep all my shit.
Flex your spine, make it to Warhammer World. Hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. What the hell am I listening to? Okay, I can stay for now. Never mind, actually, it's a live performance. I can't be asked with that. Honestly, no idea, Bunky, but probably not. Maybe there'll be a private one, but the BBC is not. The BBC aren't likely to do it because of budgeting and policy. I say this like I know anything about their policy. I imagine their policy is not to do that kind of thing, you know? There may be a private one, but I cannot imagine I would be invited to that. We'll leave it there. Yeah, he's coming together pretty quick.
It is. Looking very good.
Oh, man. Oh, we've been live for an hour 20. That's not much.
I think I'm nearly done with this third Infernus now.
Glorious.
Probably gonna have to crack the foam out soon and start planning how to get everything into it. I wonder if I want to see if I can cut a couple of deep holes in it to get like dreadnought tanks and other things involved as well.
Mm.
But then worst comes to it, if they have to live in a Tupperware box in my rucksack, I've got the room for them.
Excellent.
And then I can just do belly case full of troops.
Belly case for the boys.
Mm.
Oh my god. Not heard this in ages.
The wombats, Jesus.
If you love me, let me go. That's me. This feels wrong, man.
One does.
Painting a Space Marine Aquila in Rhinox Hide Brown.
Ooh. Oh, is this your non-metallic thing?
Yeah, it'll be non-metallic metal. Scary. To your Discord? Oh, sick. I think, Bunky, this might be what Ryan already has, I think. Your foam, Ryan,
Yeah.
is it one of those, like, you just tear chunks out and it forms the space you need?
No, it's Shadow Foam is the brand. So it's you cut the shapes into it, and it's like a multi-layered foam.
Okay.
So like you cut the shape, you like cut the sort of shape you want, and then you can peel out sort of to how deep you want it to go.
Gotcha. Okay.
It costs a little more because it's designed specifically for my pelly, so you get like 3 thick layers of it, and it's the exact shape of my pelly.
Fair
So
enough.
it just sits right in.
I'll forward this to you later just in case you were interested, but fair.
He said he put it in your Discord, didn't he?
Oh, he's DM'd me.
Oh. Well, I can't see that, can I?
Well, no, but that's why I just said I can send it to you.
Indeed. Indeedly do. Yeah, I did look at that stuff, but getting it to fit would have been a bit awkward.
Fair enough.
Forgot you also did. I mean, that's fair. I do very little interacting on Discord. just can't be fucked. I can never understand those people who are like perpetually just online. Like I get having a lot of interaction. But there are some people it's just like, Jesus, fuck, just like, stop.
Discord is very hard.
Stop. Get some help. Person you attacked right there. Yeah, maybe. Not intentionally. But there was a server I used to be in a good while ago now, actually, and like they had like a whole ranking system, and it was basically like the more messages you sent, the higher, like every message you sent got you experience. So the more you chatted, like the higher rank was, and some people's ranking that was it was just mind blowing.
Yeah, I've seen
And like they're
servers like
adults,
that.
so I'm like, what? How? How do you find the time to just be this amount of online?
Yeah, I've been in servers like that before.
Because that was in uni, and like I was a fucking student and could have been racking up the time, but I was like, no, I got shit to do. I'm like, how are these adults doing it? I did actually meet some cool people in that server, and then it all kind of went to shit. Classic drama, but I didn't really care to.
Discord drama is crazy.
Discord drama is crazy. There was Discord drama, and then there was also, because it was based on Moist Critical.
I know of.
Yeah, there's a podcast he runs. Oh, he doesn't run it, but he's on it. I forget what the fuck is it called. I can't remember what the podcast is called. But it was kind of like their community one, but they didn't. They sort of like, it was that classic thing of like, they were like, yeah, like, we'll say this is our official Discord, but we don't run it, kind of thing. But then one of the guys on the podcast
With
was
the
quite
Muppets.
involved with it, but would also get like really drunk and just like ban people randomly. And
What the heck?
he also spouted a lot of shit sometimes. He seemed okay, but like he'd go on like, he'd die on a lot of hills that you were just like, dude, this doesn't even need to be a hill to die on.
That's so bizarre.
But I met a lot of cool people, and now I don't speak to any of them anymore.
Ain't that just the way?
So the moral of the story is, paint salamanders. Because the more salamanders that painted, the more we can bully Games Workshop into getting us some more models.
That's the one.
And Pappy wants a Tushan. I just find it so bizarre that, like, yeah, I get the Codex compliant chapters. They're not necessarily as popular as the furries or the vampires and whatnot, but, like, of the characters to give us, like, why have I got a third company captain as a named character and not a chapter master?
It's a good question.
But then you look at the Raven Guard and it's like, no, you get their chapter master, and he's quite cool.
He
And
doesn't want to be the chapter master, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want more
Believe
than two
so.
models, greedy? I mean, yeah. Actually, I just take an updated Vulcan. And Assault Terminators. But the Assault Terminators benefit all Space Marine players, so I'm like, I feel like that's a fairly charitable thing to ask.
Demand more. Demand better. They should update Hestan simply because. And then you should also get.
Old as balls.
And then you should also get Tushan.
Because what do Imperial Fists have? Because Tor Garadon.
Tor Garadon is a captain.
He's
I
a captain,
don't know
isn't he?
what company. And they've got Lysander, a very outdated model.
I forgot about him.
Rumors are he's getting updated.
When they introduced Kevin Trent, he was only third company captain. Oh, so they're just picking fucking third company captains.
Hmm.
I wonder, could I argue that because of the whole weird thing that Vulcan does, in that he's technically first company captain, but he doesn't exist with the chapter.
Oh,
So the
is he
chapter,
first company captain?
yeah, it's first company captain.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was just like an honorific title, and then they sent him on his way to go and collect the things.
It's kind of both. So like he fills the role of first company captain, but then the role of being Vulcan takes precedence. So he goes off and does that, and the chapter master effectively runs first company.
I see.
I wonder, could I argue between that and them only having 7 companies rather than 10 that they're not a codex compliant chapter and should get their own supplement?
Hmm.
I think it's a strong argument.
Me and Luke are going to be at Element 3 times that week. Good lord.
Nice. That feels like the right amount.
There are no compliant chapters.
There are no compliant chapters. I mean, Ultramarines technically, no.
Very compliant, you could argue.
I would say the most compliant. I'm gonna need to I'm gonna need some citations here. Do they? Yeah, I knew about the White Scars thing. They like lost. Oh well, because then they have they ended up having a chapter master who was like in a fucking like medical tank or something because there was only like half of him left.
I have not heard that before.
I think it was that, and
No
they basically
idea.
have like it's almost like a 2-person role in that they have the chapter master who's like basically ready to be interred in a dreadnought but isn't, and then they have someone who can actually go out like and actually do shit. Well, I mean, as of Indomitus, I would say that Ultramarines probably have more than 10 companies because they just have like 1,000,000 Marines now.
Just like they did in the Horus Heresy. Painting this much of the model in Rhinox hide is scaring me because I'm like, oh no. Actually, a lot of this model's gonna need to be gold. Shit. Right. This is going to get close to the camera for a second because it's going to be close to my face. Sorry.
Plague War book. Yeah, Plague War. We were talking about Plague Wars last night, weren't we? That's the one they like retconned halfway through the series.
It did come up, but I hadn't read, so I can't remember.
The sun is shining through. It's drying my paints.
Terrible news. Trying to say these things to some. Oh dear.
Well, they were shouting because you said the books were good.
Because he said that they're not codex compliant.
Oh.
It's kind of hilarious that you would just turn up to a bunch of Ultramarines fans and be like, "You're not codex compliant anymore."
I feel like the only appropriate response to Smurf players getting angry at things is just to go lol, lamau even.
Yeah. Guess it depends what they're getting mad at.
Makes me think of that bit in Always Sunny where fucking they're mocking Dennis and Dee for getting addicted to crack.
Did someone get addicted to crack? Love that episode. Great episode.
Been watching a wee bit of Always Sunny recently.
Haven't watched it in a long time.
Mm.
And I'm very much not up to date because I got the last season, like the most recent season I watched, I was just like, ugh, just is not it anymore for me.
I quite enjoyed that last episode, the one where Dennis takes like a mental health break.
That was That was years ago now, though. That's wild.
Well, because they started doing that podcast, didn't they?
Yeah, I've heard about the podcast.
Where they just like they go back and they talk about the episodes.
You point out the tiny errors in their scheme. That means they don't fit them. Oh man, I don't know anyone who takes it that seriously. You know. I don't know a single person who takes it that seriously. Haha, they painted the trim the wrong color. Oh my god, literally. Just got past the Irish 3. Yeah. Them going to Ireland was the last season that I watched. Yeah.
Okay, that's the third Infernus Marine.
Can't say I love it anymore, Bunky.
Up to highlight, or just pre-highlights.
I think that's all the gold. Yeah, I think I'm finished with gold, thank God.
Nice.
And by finished with gold, I mean I finished painting the base of the gold a nice dark brown that I'm going to have to layer up minimum 5 times with other colors. Good crack.
Stacks of crack.
You know what I am going to do first, actually?
Oh, the sun is now at the point where it's coming straight through the fucking skylight onto my desk.
No, that's so rough.
Having to like fucking position myself to try and block it from like hitting the models and the wet palette.
Does it always shine on TV? Sorry, Bunky. That thing has happened where you've made a comment about something, and I've already forgotten what the last sentence was that anyone said. So that's made no sense to me, because I've already forgotten the context. I'm so sorry. His sun shining. Oh, yeah. What, on the TV? I don't know. Let's hope not. Do you have blinds, Ryan?
Nope.
Do you have curtains?
Nope.
Oh. Okay. Fair enough.
I've had better existences. I've had worse, to be fair, as well.
Maybe it's time to ask the landlord if you can install some blinds.
Please, sir.
It's a song. Oh, I'm afraid I don't know it.
To be fair, it's rarely a problem. Mostly because there's not much sun.
Not much sun in Northern Ireland.
Nope. Today is a rare day.
You should be out enjoying it and getting mods.
I mean, I should be out. I should be enjoying it. I was going to go for a walk at some point today, methinks.
Do. You should. I did that yesterday. It was very nice. Helped my mental health reset itself.
Yep, very good for just clearing the head. Is Bunky alright?
I do not know the song he's referring to.
He keeps just saying things. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I think if I can get these guys done now, which I think I can, this evening I might do a bit of a build some stuff and maybe move more paints into dropper bottles.
What a delightful sounding time. I am holding my fingers crossed for you.
Yeah, if I finish with this, maybe I'll go for a walk after. Shopping can be done later. The only other thing then is I need to little bit of the bass practice. And fucking admin to do for work. On a non-work day, I hate it. It has to be done, unfortunately.
Yeah, I do have a bunch of chores I need to do this afternoon.
Use me. Fuck. Wasn't prepared for that. Tobias is needed.
Alright, mate. Bye-bye.
We all need a Toby.
It's true. Purposely cleared my chill day for Purposely cleared my day. A chill day, if nothing. Nice. Everyone loves a chill day.
Chill day. That sounds nice. I might have one someday.
I want one with my
Unfortunately,
wife.
Unfortunately, I can always find a way to fill my time.
Yeah, if I ever have an actual day of doing nothing, I get bored. Which is not a good time.
I'm gonna have to stuff a fucking hoodie into the window or something. I can feel the back of my neck burning.
Jesus, it's that warm.
Yeah. I have created a makeshift blind with a hoodie.
Clever lad.
Although now it's really dark.
You got decent lights or no?
I have a light that I will turn on now. Oh, I was a bit naughty. I had a Subway yesterday.
Ooh, what did you go for?
Footlong, BMT, Italian herb and cheese, regular cheese, toasted, lettuce, peppers, Southwest Chipotle.
That is so ridiculously close to my go-to Subway order.
Oh my god, we're the same person.
Italian BMT, footlong herb and cheese, cheese toasted. But I'll get lettuce Southwest, and instead of the peppers, I get tomato and pickles.
Ooh. I like those choices.
Love me some
I did.
pickles.
What did I consider? I considered pepper cheese yesterday. But then I was like, nah.
Sounds American and weird.
But yeah, I'm not really meant to have Subway, so it was a bit cheeky.
How come? Is it a kidney thing or no?
Yeah, well, not a kidney specific thing. It's more just because of the meds I'm on. It's because they leave the meats just kind of lying there for a bit. I'm slightly more at risk from like stomach-related issues. I mean, I've definitely had a Subway and it's given me the shits before.
Rough.
So goddamn good,
But
man.
maybe a necessary sacrifice.
A sacrifice I am very willing to make.
A sacrifice I am willing to make.
Cut to like 3 hours later and I'm just shitting my brains out.
And we're just there like, he was willing.
It tasted so good.
I think I'm close to finishing all the base colors. He said, suddenly realizing how much detail is around the belt and the arms. Never mind. Never mind.
We'll reassess and come back with an estimation in several hours. tasty.
Just had to get that out. I'm sorry.
What happened?
I just did a little scream.
Oh, fair.
Just leant back in my chair, did a little scream.
We've all been there. I might be there later, who knows? Where should I go for a walk? Do I go to Victoria Park? I might go to Victoria Park.
Is it nice?
It is quite nice. It's very close as well, which is handy.
Then let's go. Perfect.
Quick, hop on the boat. Cheaper than the fucking planes.
Quickly hop on the boat that's a 6-hour drive. Well, 3-hour drive away. Perfect.
It's quite interesting because you could either do the 6-hour drive up to Cairn Ryan and then it's like a 3-hour ferry over. Or how far was it from you to Liverpool?
It's
like an hour.
It's like an
or
hour and a little bit.
Yeah. Or you hour drive to Liverpool and like a 10-hour ferry.
Ugh.
I remember whenever Nathan and Victoria moved back over, they did that journey. And Nathan said he was wholly completely underprepared because they did it during the day, so they didn't sleep. Because normally, if you get the overnight one, you can just get a cabin and sleep most of it.
Yeah, of course.
They did it. They got the morning one over, and he just didn't have enough entertainment with him.
Oh no, baby didn't have enough stimulation.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would.
And he was Victoria was
absolutely hate
yeah,
that.
he was crawling up the wall after an hour.
That sounds like our boy.
Yeah. Oh my. Have I had important emails? Oh, could you guys leave me? So, my mum's moving. Oh, hold on, what's the... okay, that's fine. So she's downsizing because house too big, no one else there except her and the dog, basically. So she was like, yeah, I'm not going to have the storage space for you to keep all your stuff in the new place. And I was like, yeah, no worries, that's fine. But she's not moving until August, so I've got ages. And so I was like, oh, I'll just I'll have a look at some self-storage places around Belfast, just sort of get an idea of what the sort of
Oh no.
prices are and sort of sizes of units and whatnot. And I found this one place that's just outside Belfast on the motorway going south, and it was sticky details in, we'll give you a quote. So I was like, yeah, fucking whatever. And they have been phoning me 2 times a week for the last month.
Oh, cringe.
And they don't seem to get the hint that I'm not picking up or returning your calls. I don't want to speak to you. And I didn't want to in the first place. I just wanted the quote, and I think they've resorted to now emailing me.
Could they not just give you the quote in your emails?
Yes, they did. And then they seem to want to talk further. And I'm like, no. No. You can leave me the fuck alone.
Awful.
It's just...
I hate when businesses do that.
Yep. Ugh, the waste. Oh, I need to work out what I'm doing with my life. Nah, that's a later problem. Maybe I've been saying that too much recently. Nah, it's fine.
It's the children who
Guaranteed
are
to make me
wrong.
not use a company. I mean, yeah. like it would depend. If it was something I was really interested in, and like I was just looking at something, but definitely going to use it later, I'd probably answer the phone and say that. But I was like literally just looking for like ideas of prices, and they now seem to think that we're fucking best mates or something.
Guaranteed to make me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Horrendous. I don't want to talk on the phone. Basically, never want to talk on the phone if I can avoid it. Okay. I'm going to do some Max Standard Grey. Yeah, so
More.
Max Standard.
Oh, the purple robe's looking lovely.
Thank you. It's literally not even shaded yet, but I think it works nicely with the scheme.
Works nice against the sort of like sand color as well.
Yeah, I think if it had been green like here, it could have been too much. And also, as much as I love my Dark Angels green, it doesn't, because it's
Yeah.
so close to blue, there's not
Yeah.
enough contrast there. So I
It also
thought,
it also feels like you've got two like primary colors competing almost.
yeah. And then there's the cream in the middle contrasts both of them and breaks them up nicely.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping for.
It's tasty.
Thank you.
Like a delicious KFC. Oh, I said it.
You better stop.
Nah, it's alright. I've got a nice
I've got it under control.
breaded cod fillet in the freezer that's got a dinner written all over it.
Ooh. Been a long time since I did oven baked breaded fish.
Trying to get more onto the fish.
Fish is good.
It's good for the body.
It's
for
good
the
for-
soul.
Eat this, mate. It's good for you. I tell you, there's a chippy 3 doors down from us.
Yes, you did. I love that.
It's very good. Very, very good.
I just like the cost of fish and chips from a chippy. There was just so much now.
Yeah, it's not what it once was.
Now, I remember like £6, I think it was, for like a fish supper.
Well,
Back in
get
the day.
this. I'm going to say something that's going to blow your mind. Saturdays and Wednesdays, they have an
Not real
offer on.
fish.
Fish and chips,
Mm.
£5.
Oh!
I imagine it's the small size,
Even still,
but the small
Oh.
size is like a meal, you know?
because like a regular fish supper, I find is too much. Like
Yeah.
it's too much food. Like I could happily.
Not good for the soul. You just cut.
I made the mistake yesterday. I was out with Beth and we got some lunch, just in town. And I'd sort of been saying to myself a bit like whenever we go for like brunchy places, the portions are so big we might as well just like split it. Because I would tend to eat like more frequent small meals than having like large like lunches and dinners. And so we got this like we got this salad thing, but we got one each, and it was just so much fucking food. And I was sitting there just like we could have split this easily.
Yeah.
But it's like it's the same with like chippies and whatnot. Like a full fish supper is just too much, whereas half of one would be like brilliant. Sometimes I think about going veggie.
And then you remember KFC.
I mean, what normally stops it is me just thinking, oh, maybe I should just eat more vegetables in general.
Yeah, people do forget that you can just have less
You
meat.
don't have to be veggie. You can just eat more veg.
It's very true.
But I don't know. I need to stick to a more Mediterranean-inspired diet. It's very fucking difficult when A, you don't live in the Mediterranean.
And the price of olives these days, man.
Fucking hate olives.
I used to not enjoy olives, but I have trained myself to like olives. I still have to have like green olives with like stuffed with garlic, and I'm like, oh hell yeah.
Part of me was really wishing you were going to say something awful, just like ketchup or something.
Good Savoy and small chips. Ugh. Oh.
How do you get a British person to eat anything? You just put ketchup on it. Or
Is
have it
it-
with baked beans.
Ketchup or mayo. Find that people either drift towards ketchup or mayo. As a kid, I was ketchup. Now I'm a lot more mayo coded.
I wouldn't say I eat ketchup any like. I wouldn't say I feel less enthusiastic about ketchup, but I would say mayo has definitely matured with me as I've grown.
Mayo goes
Um,
with everything.
Mayo works very well, but I can only do the reduced salt ketchup now.
For health or flavor reasons.
I initially did it for health because my dietitian was like, we say this to everyone, but low sodium diet, whatnot, just better for you. So I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. I don't really put salt on too much when I cook anyway.
Me and Aaron have a salt problem, especially Aaron.
I would do if I'm making like a nice cooked dinner, there would be salt in for seasoning, but it's, I'm not adding extras where it's not needed. But then I was like, all right, I'll try this reduced salt ketchup, and I had it, and I was like, oh, it's not too bad. And then like after having it for a bit, I can't remember where I was, but I had regular ketchup, and I almost spat it out.
I've never had Savoy. I was just like
so ridiculously different in taste.
Maybe we'll have to try.
Yeah.
I need to decide what color I'm doing these pipes.
Which pipes were?
So he's got
round his
pipes round his pits, and pipes on his arms. The box art, the big pipes are yellow, and then the little pipes are, one is silver, one's red, one's hazard stripe. But what's going to work best for me? Yellow might be a nice pop of something different.
Yellow could be. I don't know if it would work with the purple though.
Well, yellow and purple are opposite each other on the color wheel, so that would be cool. It's just whether or not it. I don't know. I think yellow might work okay.
It could do. I think Ara has just gone out. I hope so, or a stranger's just come into the house.
You know what that means, though. You can get naked.
What makes you think I'm not already?
Surely your good British sense of shame.
I've learnt to harness the shame. I am one with it. It does not beat me anymore.
Impossible. The techniques were lost to the ancestors years ago.
I don't know. I certainly don't like. I'm having to like think about what shame is now because I don't feel like shame's something that really affects me. I mean, there's crippling self-doubt, but I feel like that's different to shame.
Yeah, it's not the shame. Terrible joke, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go jump out my skylight now.
Oh no, I am going to go and hang out with this fool for 3 days. What have I done? Jumps out window.
Oh, is it Sean? He's home early?
He took the day off. Excuse me. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Bunky. Jesus Christ. Why? Not enjoying this.
Catchphrase of our generation? Yeah, pretty much. It's better when you want to, like, make art and put it out in the world as well.
Yeah.
There was something else as well that I'm really bad for.
What is wrong? Just developed a very scratchy back of my throat out of nowhere, which is not fun.
That sounds terrible.
I'm not enjoying it. Oh my god, you know what? I've not told you this yet. Our local Morrison's stocks fucking Buldak. Buldak
that?
ramen.
Oh.
It's that Korean brand, and their mascot is like a little chicken with a bowl cut.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you mean.
It's like spicy gochujang ramen. Oh my lord.
He gonna boss.
It's so spicy, but it's so delicious. Like, you know when spice is just a feeling attached to food. This is like
Yes, but I try and avoid that because it hurts.
yeah. Well, this is the spice where it's actually got flavor to it. It's not just a feeling attached to the food. There is flavor in there that is absolutely incredible, and it also burns your mouth.
Nice.
I've not had the so they do stock the black one, Bunky, but not had the black one yet. They stock the black one, the carbonara one, and the cheese one. And I've
The
had the
cheese one, you say?
yeah, the cheese one is okay. The carbonara one is the goat. And I keep saying I want to try the extra spicy black one, but like I think it will kill me. It's fire and soup, literally.
See, I'm not the most incredible with spice. I can handle a wee bit, but I'm not. I don't crave like the spiciest of foods.
I don't usually crave it, but sometimes.
Sometimes he get a hankering for a spankering.
It's very funny how bad Erin is with spice, considering she's South African as well.
Could she not handle it?
No.
Or,
Her,
or
her mum's even worse than she is. Her mum just can't do spice. Has got no tolerance for it.
she's inherited a pale,
Someone
pasty
who
white
happily
person
eats
trait.
fowl. Okay, maybe I won't try it. You might have convinced me, Bunky, to not do it. Not for a while.
Okay, onto the washes for number 4.
Do it once, it'll be funny. Yeah, do it on stream.
We getting there.
So everyone can laugh at me. You're making sweet, sweet progress.
Hmm. The one thing I do need is I need to find Salamander's transfers, because I realized I was looking it up because I was like because these are the push to fit ones, I can't put the
Yeah,
upgrade.
unless you do a whole bunch of clipping and
Yeah,
gluing.
which sounds like ass, but I saw someone saying that you can put transfer sheets on and just paint those. It's a bit finicky, but because it's orange onto black, I can paint them and then just go around the edges with a paintbrush of black to like tidy it all up.
I think I got a bunch somewhere, so
So
you're welcome to those when you come over.
So I just need some white
Take them all back with you.
Salamander's transfers.
Companies that make custom ones. What? Custom transfers? Oh, my neck just said. Monkey's saying there's companies that do custom transfers.
Oh, really? I did not know of this. Dost ye have a link, sir? Because it's literally just the Salamander's transfer, but I just need it orange. Because all my boys are from Third Company. We like flames. And not being very competitive on the board.
Oh, man, I'm just looking at what I've got left in terms of base colors. And I am actually nearly there now, I think.
Nice. Yeah, I just need to null up this marine, and then it's on to the last one of this 5. Finishing base colors and washes, and then... Part of me is now wondering if I'd stop there and finish them this evening.
Sorry, repeat. How much have you got left to do? Say again.
So once I need to null up this guy, and then it's just finishing off like wee bits of base colors and whatnot, and washes on the last one, and that's these 5 ready, literally just for dry brush highlights, because that's all I'm bothering with highlighting.
I would null the guy if that's all there is to do for him.
Well, I was gonna null him and get
then-
the other guy based and finished based and nulled, because that'll
Yeah.
probably take me to like 3:30ish. Maybe a bit after.
Yeah, if you're not sure what to do, I would null him and then see if you have an idea after you've finished that.
Just because I need to do the bases for them all as well. But that doesn't take too long.
Yeah, I'm kind of at the point where I might call it very soon. All the base colors are done now except for the bucks and keys on his hip. And then the cabling, which I'm still thinking about. And I don't know if I'm prepared to start on layers yet.
Yeah.
Perhaps not. Perhaps not today. I don't know. But like 2.5 hours, and I have very neatly based lad. I guess to finish off, I could put black on these cables. Just have them actually colored in, ready for whatever I do decide to do.
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, right. Well, this guy's not done. There was a fucking purity seal that I missed.
No! Pain.
These guys are fucking covered in them as well. I might just finish the nulling, because I don't need to wash the purity seal.
Did you ever go and get that drink?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I have drank it. I mean, I could do with drinking more. I'm gonna have more before I head on a walk.
Yeah, maybe finish the gnome, get more water, go for your outside walk.
Outside time.
It's good for the mental health. I think I'm gonna finish painting this black, and then I might go for put some laundry on, and then go for a walk.
Oh, I could do a stick laundry load as well.
Can't do it. It's
Idea
my
next
idea.
week.
It's my idea. What chapter is this guy? Yeah, so this is going to be a Dark
I think I'll
Angel.
come
I
up with
wanted.
laundry.
I wasn't sure how to do the robes at first, but yeah, I wanted to give him the recognizable bone robes, green on the inside, and something a bit different for like the big outside cloak. Yeah, pretty much almost all base colors are blocked in, so I think I am going to call it for today, because we are coming up to 2.5 hours of streaming, which is a very nice amount of time for me when I've got other bits to do today, unfortunately. And bits from this stream might be used in a video coming up at some point, because I obviously have a lot more video content that I need to sort out. But yeah.
That's most of
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to call it there.
that 500-point list.
I'm going to call it there. I don't know when I'm going to be
Done.
back, but I'm going to make an effort to try and do this at least once a week. So thanks for hanging out today. It's been good fun. And if I'm not back later in the week, I'll be back sometime next week. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, take care. See you next time.